got back from Walmart. I did a thing. I bought the brush cutter attachment Black Max. Now this is a Hart. I bought it, left it in the back of the truck, forgot about it. It rained that night. So anyway, but this is a Hart that goes on it. Apparently this Hart will fits most gas and cordless, cutting thick grass, weeds, and brush, heavy duty. You can see that. And so let's kind of take it out of the box, see what we got. You gonna help me? You gonna help me, little boy? Sit there. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just here for the petting and the food, Dad. Yes, I'm just here for the petting and the food. And everything else, I could care less. Couldn't care less. Okay. Oh, more tape, more tape. What that is. Oh, that's probably a handle. I'm sure it is. I hope it's coming with a blade. Yeah, probably should open it up instead of waiting a week after it got wet. Okay. Hey, what's that? And as usual, Walmart, Hart, Black Max, anybody else for that matter, is not paying me for this video, so yeah. There we go. Got another one of those. Those are to hang it with, by the way. If you watch my other video where I unboxed the Black Max 4-cycle, I wasn't quite sure what that was. I accurately guessed that it was to hang it up. So okay, it's one of these 3 blade design things. Pretty sure that's a handle. Strap to. Pretty sure that is the handle. Yeah, I imagine it goes on. And looks like we have an extra clamp. Quite sure where that goes just yet. And instructions. Okay, don't have my glasses, but yeah, it's some kind of handle. This dude here is a handle. You just standing out there in the sun, letting them old bones, and then panting. Dog. Standing in the sun, surrounded by shade, and panting. Instructions, not quite sure. I don't have my glasses on. Looks like some kind of blade guard here. Yeah. Free food blade guard. That was real hard to take off, wasn't it? You know, my problem is that, and I'm sure that will cut stiff weeds and stuff. I'm not really seeing a bevel on that blade. That don't even sound good. So I guess, I believe this is an 8-inch. So I'll probably have to, I have a brand new steel One looks like a little buzzsaw blade someplace. Never did get to use it with the other one had, so perfect. So anyway, well, let me get the Black Max out and we will put that on. Put this on. Line it up. Looks lined up to me. Now this button seems to stick out much further. Yeah, it sticks out much further than this one. And if you remember, part of the problem I was having when I would tap it for more line, it would twist. It would, and so I hopefully I won't have that problem on this one. Well, I say that, and it doesn't look like it's coming out any farther than the other one did. But okay, we'll tighten this back up. And I don't know that will be, watch out by the dog. Oh, you want your butt scratched with that? Yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, Dad, I like that. I'm not sure I need to put this on. I'm gonna try without this. This may be a better, this may be a better handle than this D one. Or it does have a plastic wing nut. Why? Mosquitoes are having a field day out here. Okay, so there, handle's on. Still not quite sure what this other one is for. Oh, it's probably for the belt. So let me get this thing started, and we'll get out there and we'll cut some weeds and brush and see how this thing does. I gotta tighten this up some more. you do want to be careful, because even though these are dull, I'm sure they will cut flesh and bone. As I suspected, this handle, this plastic nut is stripped out now, and so I don't know why in the world you put metal bolts, metal clamp, metal bar, and a plastic wing nut. That and the small size is my only drawbacks right now. You heard me hit rocks and hit the dirt and everything else up there, and it just keeps on going. So I hit big stumps. So like it, like it, like it. Okay, just back from a little patch of briars and stuff. I just mowed down, or brush cutted down. Still having problems with this handle slipping around. That just drives me nuts. I think that's about a 1/4 inch wing nut. I think I'll just take this one in. About the same as this one. I think that's 1/4 inch. I think I'll just take it in and see if I can't find me a metal wing nut. That way I'm not, or maybe just a nylon lock. But yeah, I just cleared out a little place up there. It went through everything I wanted to. There again, 4-cycle didn't need much RPMs to, you know, had plenty of torque. It's a small 8-inch, so you don't get the swathy wood like with a weed eater. That's kind of annoying. So you have to swing it more. I like this handle better than the D handle, or whatever they call that. D, yes. So anyway, I mean, I just used like 5 minutes to clear that little patch up there by the ditch. I'm going to take you along so you can see it up close. But that was my first. It went through briars, you know, not having a beveled edge on it. It went through stuff pretty easy, easier than what I would have thought. So, you know, maybe with a beveled edge or a bigger blade. I will look into getting a bigger blade for it, because, you know, if you had a 10-inch, that would certainly help, I think. May slow it down so slow, but I don't know. We'll see. I did that little patch up there. I'm gonna do some over here. I think it was the area where I had not put out tick granules. You know what I mean? You know, maybe that wasn't tick. I'm sure I'm gonna get some on me though. But these areas I'm cutting are where I hadn't put out the tick granules. So anyway, okay, come on. Let me show you how it works. Okay, so first impressions, or second impressions, once I went back and used it some more, it's not as fast as the weed eater. But then again, this thing will cut things a weed eater will take a while to cut or just won't cut. I wondered what it would do when I hit rocks and stuff like that, and as you've seen, oh man, these mosquitoes are bad now. Got them all stirred up. As you've seen, it I cut that. I was hitting that sheet metal up there, and it was just some sparks flying, but it kept working. So I cut that one sapling. It was about 3/4 inch round. Good grief! I got all the mosquitoes all worked up now. It cut it. It didn't like it, but this thing is three blades, and they're dull. And what amazes me is how little effort it takes for a dull blade. That's just, I mean, it's just, there's no bevel to them, but it goes right through all these saplings. You've seen the ones that are about 1/2 inch, like that one up on the road, and then that cedar. Oh man, okay, the squirrel's throwing stuff at me. His limb just fell out of that tree. Or maybe it's the raccoons. But you're not going to cover as much area as with the weed eater, but if you're in heavy weeds and saplings, then yeah, you'll probably make better time. Good grief, these mosquitoes. Now I gotta deal them. I got some fogger, and I suppose I kill like all of them. It's, you're not gonna kill all the mosquitoes in your yard with a can of fogger. I'm sorry, you're not. They want you to buy it, but so anyway, yeah, this thing's going to come in really handy. Like I said, it's not going to be as fast as using the weed eater, but you're not going to go through as much weed eater line. And really, if you're cutting brush, saplings and stuff, or them heavy Johnson grass, this thing beats weed eater. I mean, I like that weed eater attachment. It goes through a lot of stuff, but I don't think it's going to. It's not going to replace this brush cutter. I'm happy with it. I think it was $70, 65, $70, something like that at Walmart. There again, you seen I had it once. I think when I cut that sapling up there, it twisted on me. Minor inconvenience, as far as I'm concerned. It's performance. Good grief, put up with it. So the handle, as you can, keeps turning on me. So I am going to take this bolt in, it's the same size, and get a metal, probably a metal lock nut that I can really clamp down and get that thing tight, because it's kind of a pain in the butt, to be honest, when you're trying to cut and your handle keeps sliding around. Maybe I had some drawer material or something like that put under it, and so it wouldn't slip on that slick surface. Anyway, I'm pleased with it. Again, kind of impressed that how little throw. I've rarely had to open that thing up to cut anything. The 3/4 inch sapling down there I did, but this is a dull. I can only imagine what it'd do with one of those, like a steel with a little teeth on it, like a bandsaw, or not a bandsaw, like a buzz saw. I may get one of those put on it. I don't know if they'll fit or not. I have to check into it. Hart may have just made this, proprietary. I wouldn't put it past any company. So anyway, pleased with it. I think it's going to be well worth the 65, 70 bucks, whatever I paid for it. And I'm glad that since I did leave it in the back of the truck and it got rained on, it didn't rust. So anyway, I'm really liking this weed eater. Now that I got attachments, my next attachment will probably be the little saw, the pruning chainsaw thing. I've got some trees here I need to trim. the buying decision will be based on how long it is. If it's no longer than what this is, then it's going to be worthless for me. I need one that gets maybe 10 to 12 feet up. So anyway, thank y'all for watching. Got any questions, put them down below. I'll answer them if I can. Pretty impressed. Pretty impressed. That just the two caveats is that handle and that it's just a small cutting. You know, I'm used to weed eater where I have an 18-inch path swath. This one is only 8-inch, so a lot more swinging. You'll get your workout in. So anyway, thank y'all for watching. Long enough. You've seen everything, I guess. So let's get out of the mosquitoes. Now we need something to do for the mosquitoes.